We are going to show you the images obtained in the city of Nezahualcóyotl, where a mysterious being that appeared floating and then walking on the street. It was recorded by security cameras as well as a mysterious being in a parking lot in Mexicali in the north part of Mexico. December 26, 2018. It was 1:24 a.m. Dr. Jaime Luna Becerra and his daughter had an encounter with a strange being, the one which came floating down from the sky to the road and then seemed to walk. Two security cameras outside the house of Dr. Becerra recorded how the strange being was moving in infrared light. In this moment, it presents what could be extremities and starts walking. Dr. Becerra got a few minutes more to observe face-to-face the being that was nearby the tree. Alongside his daughter, they saw how the being started walking towards them. Frightened, they quickly got inside the house. It called my attention that on the left side, where the speed bump is in front of the house, you could see a luminous sphere that was going up and down, up and down. And at first I thought they were Christmas decorations, some lights that people had put up. But then I realized it couldn't be, because suddenly it was walking, and then it would walk again. So that is not normal. I stared at it for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then I told my daughter, I don't know. Maybe it's an extraterrestrial. She quickly ran away, and I got the attitude to get closer. But when I wanted to go closer, the being started camouflaging, like a human form. But at the same time, it was transparent. And then it started coming my way. So I started walking quickly towards the house. But my daughter closed the front door. So I had to go in the other side. I saw the lights on the street. The lights weren't like Christmas lights, and they couldn't be. So my dad asked me, "What do you see?" And I said, "Well, the lights, they're getting closer." And he told me, "What do you think it is?" And I said, "I don't know, Father." But I got afraid, and I was nearby the door, and my dad was standing in the middle of the road. And then my dad told me, "It's coming back." So I was afraid, and I quickly ran inside, closed the door, leaving my father outside. Rocio Bocanegra Martinez, Luna Becerra's neighbor, also accounts with her security cameras at her home, and she was having a video showing the presence of this strange being. On the footage, you could clearly observe how it starts descending from the sky. Then it moves a few centimeters on the road in a horizontal position. At the end of the images, we can see even clearer the weird shape of this being that, according to Dr. Becerra, it shifted forms while it was moving. A strange being that surprised these good people.
I think she became sick, it's true. I barely remember, but I remember that the picture was taken by a little girl, that she was attacked, that the family didn't want to give her name to protect her, and that this creature was absolutely real. There is not much more that I can tell you because they were very discreet. They just gave me the picture and that was it. And they told me that was taken by a little girl and that this being had been observing this girl in different occasions until she got this camera and was able to take this picture. And you can really, with a Photoshop, try to light it up. You can see something strange. It's away, but look into them. In the next, is the same kind of thing, But now you see this creature or whatever it is going away, running. And in the third one, this man is trying to get the attention of the man with the flash, saying, look, the animals inside. They are afraid. Put the light there. He's Fernando Cárdenas. And the man with the camera is Ivan Geraldo Cisneros. And they got this picture, but then next day, they saw something in the back. You see, we have analyzed this. Could this be a dummy? Yes. Could this be a hoax? In the camera, in the image? No. It's not a hoax in the image. Exactly like the last case. It's not a hoax in the image. Can they be dummies? Yeah. It's very difficult to go against that. I mean, but when you have so many cases, we have 2 so far. What's the size? We believe is a yard or 80 centimeters, something like that. My friend Dan Iria helped me, who he's around, I don't know if he's here, but he made an analysis on these pictures, and his conclusion was that this was real. He couldn't say again if this is a dummy.
There's hackers like Gary McKinnon in the UK who famously hacked NASA servers and downloaded images. He almost went to jail for life for what he did. Do you believe that security agencies around the world want to keep this secret?
Absolutely. They know, the security agencies know that sooner or later, one of these cases is going to go out. It's going to be in YouTube, and it's going to be recorded by different people at the same time. Just consider for 1 second if the Zimbabwe incident in September 1994, if this happens now, with all the kids with a cell phone, with a camera, can you imagine 5, 10 kids recording the same extraterrestrials, presenting them the same day in the afternoon on YouTube all around the world? How could you discredit this? The agencies are ready to give up. You have to remember John Podesta talking when he said, he wrote in a tweet, the only thing that I regret working for Obama is that I couldn't open the ET phenomenon. And he became the manager, the chief of the campaign of Hillary Clinton. And she said, I'm going to open this. And I was rooting for her because I knew she was going to do it. I know the Pentagon, I know the military were ready because they cannot keep this secret so much longer. One of these days, it's going to come up. It's going to, it's going to blow. The Chinese now have an incredible radio telescope for 1 kilometer in diameter, something like that, and they are looking for signals, and they are looking, and everyone is looking for life. The Europeans, the Indians, everyone. This is changing so fast. You are going to have the big telescopes like ALMA in Chile, or other the telescopes that are going to look to the infrastructure on different planets. They're going to look for cities. They're going to look for satellites around the planets. The James Webb telescope that is going to be on orbit on 2020 or 21 is going to look for infrastructure. There is not much time for the agencies. They have to open. The first try was on December 16th, 2017, when the New York Times presented this information. And Luis Elizondo from the Pentagon came up and said, yeah, I'm resigning there because I want this to be open. And they presented 3 incredible videos. And nobody has been able to discredit that. Nobody. Then what happens? We have the evidence right there. It's the first time they tried something. And we know there are people investigating materials, no? And I think very soon we will have a big surprise coming from the agencies. They better do, because one of these days there is going to be a case that they won't be able to control as they did in the past.